Good morning. Now that I've done the round of the checks on which page I need to be on, we're here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading again, and it is, oh gee, what day are we? I know it's the 20th of October. Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, it's Wednesday. So we're here for Wednesday, the 20th of October, and it's the Lenormand cards. I'm going to switch around the screen now so that we can see them because that's what we're doing. I might just say hello to everyone first. So there's Rena, because you're all showing up on time. It's good, isn't it? Good morning, Rena. I turned off the automatic thingy, so I've got to do it myself. Victoria, good morning to you too. We've got Kat. Hi, Kat. Beautiful to see you here too. I love little emojis that you guys use, just the hearts and your avatars. It's beautiful to see your faces, so to speak. Good morning, Tracy. We've got Carolyn here. Oh, that's a nice mandala. We've got Keza here. Good morning to you with your cutie little heart on your nose. And Kat, which page are you on? Because you're on twice. So I wonder, but that's all right. It's all right. I've got it on 5 different locations. None of you are on YouTube yet. So Nat, good morning to you as well. And we've got Rachel here. Good morning, Rachel. And Sarah, good morning. Gee, we've got a nice little crowd this morning. I love it. Absolutely love it. So we'll whiz over to the cards. Here we go. Now, I'm just noticing, is there a little lag in the speech to the video? No, it's not. So that's all right. That's okay. Now, here we go with our cards. I've got them there laid out. It's a sunny morning this morning, but very windy. So the cloudiness, it's a bit weird weather today. So the lights landing on them a bit funny. As you can see, have a look at that, the way that does that. The cameras are struggling to focus. So I am a work in progress now. Ain't that the truth? None of us are really completed until we finish with this lifetime. So, and continue on as a work in progress, I'm sure. We'll be finding that out at the time, won't we? So there we go, that beautiful owl as a work in progress. And keep that in mind. We don't have to be perfect because we're perfect in our imperfections, because it's where we're needing to be as our work in progress at the time. Now, you can see that in the deck that is this one. So Leanne and Deb's deck, I've got the dagger out. That's the one that chose itself this morning. So courage and protection surround you, and breaking free from that negative cycle and releasing the unwanted attachments. If any of you have ever done Wiccan work, a dagger is a very important tool in that process, because it does cut the cords and all of those things, like it says, the attachments. So yes, has a lot to do with energy work as well in some respects. So I've got mine packed away that will be re-found at some point in time from the unpacking that I haven't finished doing. It's in there somewhere. So, and this little letter opener almost looks like that as well, if you remember what that one looks like. That's my letter opener from my father, and I'm not sure whether this one's from his father as well, because it is a silver one. Must polish it up one day at some point. It's not a necessary item as much these days, because we don't get very many letters like we used to. I did get one yesterday, but it was for it wasn't a personal letter or anything. Maybe we should start that as a challenge, start writing personal letters to each other again. So there we go. And here we go. We've got Rachel saying, "Oops, sorry, I'm slipping here before I start the reading itself." So Rachel is saying good morning and evening. Yeah, because you're in UK. Now I'm just trying to think, was it Scotland or was it? Oh, my memory. One day I'd really like to have a world map with the pins in it. You know how you spike where everybody is. That'd be lovely to have the little flags with the names on of who's where. And we've got Sharon. Good morning, Shaz. Lovely to see you here. And it's perfect timing for you. Yes. Yeah. This time of morning or evening for you. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Lovely spread of around the globe. Veronica, good morning. And how are you? That's right, Somerset. I knew it was England. I was pretty sure because there's a couple of Scottish that come in occasionally on the. No, I'm not sure which one that is. That's scrolling up. That's why I've left that for a little bit because I love that the flowers and the butterfly. Yeah, Somerset. So I'll look that up. And good morning, Diane. Lovely to have you here as well too. That beautiful flower. Now that's Lilium, isn't it? I'm probably going to be wrong, fall flat on my face with garden stuff too. I have watered the piece of garden I needed to this morning. That's been done because our forecast was going to be for something like 26 and not nice winds, which would have been very drying. And so that's why I remembered I was out there at the right time. Okay, let's get into the card reading. Here we have our young lady in the home space, and we've got the birch whip. It slipped down and into the workspace today, which is good actually. Perfect space for it. We've got the cross, unexpected space, energies. Diane, I really don't know about my memory. Sometimes it's a family joke. And that's why, no, I haven't got my Dory cup here. So there's the cross in the unexpected. We have the child, that beautiful child energy in our role. So I think it's another day of getting out and playing too. And here we have the dog in our outcome. We had the dog somewhere very recently. So it's lovely to see the dog being present again, especially in that central outcome position. I love it. So I'm going to put this there for posterity. Yes, you're right. Thanks, Diane. Memory is okay. I'm going to put it up. So that in itself is letting that roll up because that in itself is my own affirmation for the day. My memory is okay. I've got an excellent memory. I'm going to repeat that and repeat that. I have an excellent memory. Thank you so much, Diane. So with the young lady in our home space, it really is bringing that beautiful, soft, feminine energy. And because it's that looking back, because the way that I read cards, it is that way is past and this way is future. So what we're getting with this is she is reflecting back a little and contemplating now, what has the past been? Where have I been? What have I done? And others about her in the family positions because it is. Hey, you're laughing. I know what for, Shaz. So with that sort of reflecting back, it really is bringing in that energy that's what's come from our own personal journey, and having those memories and really self-acknowledgement too at what have we achieved in our life up to this point, or who have we been, how have we been, what have we felt along the way, and who have we loved, who are we still loving. It's not just that in love, that amore type of a love. It really is that unconditional love because we're sitting right next to the dog. Okay, and the dog is central to this. So it's bringing in what we've previously thought of and believed as our truths and our understandings, and really letting them go, forgiving, not forgetting, but forgiving and growing from that from this point onwards. We are that work in progress, so keep it moving. But to know how much we have progressed from, we need to sometimes go back and remember what that was for us, how we did experience our past instances, the things that we've had occur in our life. And it's only been experiences and events and things that's happened to us and how we've responded and the rest that's brought us to where we are right now in this present moment. So having that understanding and letting go those things that we don't really need to keep hanging on to, hence that. With the cross coming in, let go of things that you don't need to keep holding on to. As far as grudges is the one that just sticks into my mind at the moment, and being able to forgive those in your family who may have hurt you, being able to forgive ourselves for those in our family that we may have hurt as well. It is a two-way street. We are living in relationship with each and every one of those in our home space, family space, relatives, even community, as far as our town where we live, the people we interact with at any point in time. It's all a combination of that, of who we are and how we've been in those situations. So because this is in the home space, it's very much more particular to that for the day to day. So let go some of those things that you don't need to be keeping on with. And responsibility is another one that comes to mind. So, and take a deep breath to be able to sit in a bit of a Zen space to be able to do that too. You're allowed to. You can have those times where you just do nothing and rest and just let go the thoughts too and be you. Okay, in that space. The home is the safest space, usually the safest space that we can do that within. If it's not, take yourself away from that to do what you need to. DV comes up. Sorry for those who are in those situations. It's what just popped in. So Spirit's saying that just because it's supposed to be the safest space doesn't always make it so. Okay, but find that safe space within yourself first, and then where you need to be. Okay, workspace, whip, broom, sweep out, clean. It's just keep going. With whatever you're working on in your work, keep going. It doesn't have to be hard cracking the whip type thing. It's just that gentle reminder. Occasionally you need to hear that sound behind you to keep you moving, that focus to be realigned. Okay, and we are cleaning out stuff that we don't need as well. There's partly the cross here. The cross is quite important. It's at the top of the spread this time. So have that letting go of what you don't need to keep on with, even in the workspace. Okay. But we are going to keep moving forward. I know I've got stuff that I'm working on it's fun. All of what I do seems to be fun. And you're having a day off and planning to spend time in your Reiki room. And that's going to be wonderful for you too. Yes, 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 yes. Focus, cleaning and cleansing the room. Yes, I understand that. So here we go, the cleaning and cleansing the room. That's why I got a little tongue-tied. You try saying that out loud. It's not that easy. So here we go. It really is that beautiful sweep of the broom and feeling that fresh energy coming in, that newness. And here we've got the light really shining up and bringing some of those shadows forward that need to be cleaned out, even as far as that energetic work goes, especially relevant for what you're doing too, Sarah. Wonderful. So we're moving up to that unexpected card. We already know it's the cross. We already know it's going to allow those moments to be able to just release, let go of the responsibility we've picked up that's not ours. Apologies for that. It's right under the mic. Let go of them. And, there are some things that we do need to keep moving with. We are going to have some things that, even though we may not like it, that we are being held responsible for, that we are being expected to do, that we have our own belief system around it that's going to bring those expectations forward, and we feel like we're out, it's not in our control to let things go. But just consider it. Just as you're working through your day and moving through your day and having that fun with the dog and letting things go. And it doesn't, those sorts of things are meant to not be yours anymore. Okay, that'll come in unexpectedly in either of the home or the workspace, obviously. And our role really is to be in that beautiful energy of fun, happiness, wonderment, I really love this child card because it really brings forward all the possibilities with the rainbow just sprouting forth from this beautiful book of adventures. So feel that energy as as you really are reflecting. We started as children. We still have that child within, not in a childish way, but with that beautiful energy of fresh new pathways and whatever we can take on as something that's an adventure that brings that lightness and joy to life, even in our workspace. Okay. And what child doesn't like playing with a dog? So here we go. We're moving into that outcome energy of unexpected moments of, the dog coming up and, yes, I'm going to go for the walk with it. Or, yes, I'm going to throw the ball and play games with it. And it's beautiful, loving energy of that unconditional love as they sit there and plead with you with their eyes, because they do, don't they? Every dog talks to you with their eyes. They're beautifully, beautiful creatures. Doesn't matter what breed. So many of the different creatures that we have. Cats, a little bit different, wouldn't you say? I think they just look at you and say, "Can't, trying to get this, my food." It's almost a demanding type, isn't it? So, but that's that beautiful energy of the unconditional love there. Now, I'm going to just read yours, Rachel, because you're saying that it's all relevant looking back at what's been to your past process. You let go of what no longer serves your higher good, and forgiveness of many, yes. And DV is part of it, cut cords and having to move through grief and start having some fun and re-find Rachel and build new memories with your new 5-year-old. Oh, with your 5-year-old. Very relevant. Very relevant. It's lovely to be able to have the cards bring in some clarity and some meaning and understanding for ourselves. It's why I keep doing this, because I am always surprised really at what the cards are presenting every day. It's fresh, it's new. I haven't seen that particular combination before. I don't know whether there's been any that's been an exact replica of a previous reading at any point. It's just something new and it's fresh every day, and we get new insights from these. And it's amazing how relevant it can be. Of the number of people who on my screen it says there's 10 watching live, there'd be the 10 different relevancies and interpretations from each and every one of you. 11 counting me. So it really does bring in what is it's almost a jolt to our memories and hang on, this could be what it is for you. And it brings to us our own particular understandings from your particular perspective. And it really does help give us our clarity. I think, we're moving into more and more of an understanding, not just because of the cards, but it's a tool that just absolutely does help and tweak how we feel as we're moving into our day. It's why I like doing them in the morning. So we're bringing it forward from the start and aligning. You're loving these cards too, Rena? And and that's why I said the cat. That's why I said the cats too, Shaz. Cats really do demand, whereas a dog just waits patiently. I absolutely loved. I suppose it's why I've got Peanuts as the dog rather than keeping the cat. Well, we couldn't keep our cat at the time. She's in a much more loving home. And Veronica, you love this spread this morning too. Makes a lot of sense. And it will do for each and every one of us in its own special way. It's why I like using the tools that I do. We're bringing into our own. We are bringing into our own understanding how things have worked out. How events, how situations have worked out, how our experiences have taught us through the way we've acted, reacted, and all of that in each and every situation. It's just my hope is for you that you are creating for yourself that understanding of being the best you that you can be in how these lay for you, how you're understanding them. And Rena, you've just started your own spiritual. I'm just going to pop that up quickly. It's a really long one. And so you've actually started your own spiritual-based business as well. So at the moment, concentrating on cleansing and clearing spaces, including your own energy cleansing spray that's dog-friendly. Also trying to bring the light-hearted fun into it as well. Perfect cards. Absolutely, isn't it? And it's wonderful to have so many beautiful soul-based people, from the heart. I love it. So certainly we do attract the people who we know who are going to be part of our own little tribe, well, our own family, our own energetic reminder of what things we're still needing to learn as well. And Rachel, you felt alone, froze in time recently, and support has come in through November and the first anniversary in December. New beginnings, yes, look, heartfelt love to you, and that heartfelt deep care for another in your, for you in what you've been experiencing. I don't know all the details. No one else will except for you as far as how you feel around that. But we certainly can show support by just sharing that loving energy around. So, and Sarah, you're saying, I'm going to show that one up because I can't see it behind what I've got there. So true, letting go. You've got a customer with a crystal. You gave a customer a crystal from your pocket that you'd had with you every day for months. She was feeling very anxious and was blessed with a gift. I must not have needed it anymore. Exactly that. It was time and you were led to pass it on. And I think that's where we're needing to be actually really well in tune with our spiritual guidance. And our spiritual guidance is something that we don't need to actually consciously know is there all the time, but just that knowing without knowing can sometimes be all that you need, because it's just that intuitive gut feeling reaction. You gifted something that you'd held in your pocket for so long, and it was the perfect timing for what was needed for that person, the situations that we find ourselves in our life. And yet, oh, good morning, Bonetta. Lovely to see you here too. Oh, thank you. You love my readings. And Keza, thank you. And for everyone to have a beautiful day. The weather here will certainly do its thing. The tasks and what you do in your day will certainly be your blessing. Have that intention as you're moving through your day. I know things can sometimes seem out of our control, but there's still situations, whatever it is that we're within, as those experiences, be present with it and step through each moment with that knowing of it's growing you to keeping you being the best you that you can be in those moments. There isn't any right, wrong, it's just movement. And we're moving forward in our lives with those experiences being that backbone of support for us in our growth and learning, continual learning. So thank you, each and every one of you. And Nat, thank you. Lots of meaning in the cards today. Of course, they're always lovely, aren't they? And thank you from Sarah. And any of these spammers, please do ignore, because there's one just now deciding to be a pain. And I'm just going to quickly do that one. Ban from the page. And give the report. While I'm here, it is going into the right click. If you ever see that yourself, right click and report as spam. And because I'm an admin on this particular page, I can ban and all that sort of thing. So if ever you're on a particular page where you start seeing that, you as the viewer can actually do a right click and report as well. Okay. So the more that we do that, the more the Facebook algorithms and artificial intelligence side of it, surely at some point we'll be able to block them all as soon as those phrases that I've entered are present. So anyway, that's just an aside. It's one of those learning curves for each and every one of us too, even on our social media, even on our internet presence. There are times I wonder how much we've actually almost forgotten what it's like to be out in the real world in those social networks we used to have. Groups we'd go to for interaction as women's groups, as men's groups, as, common interest groups, just starting to get there again, I think. So it'd be wonderful to have those one-on-one group, actually face-to-face interactions with people. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock, I'll be present again. Now, Leanne Winston, Psychic Medium, I think she probably has her regular Wednesday night shows tonight. The last two, she's not been well enough. Let's cross our fingers and hope that she is tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. So keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste.